Hi everyone, and welcome to Power Plays. I'm Harry, and today we're going to be getting our second start in Tumble. So, if you watched the first episode, you will know that we have a lot of fracture patients in this hospital. You'll also know that we've got a bit of a staffing issue. We're not getting the right staff in, and it's kind of left us at a bit of a shortage. So we could do with, yeah, you can see only 3 doctors. We could do with quite a few more, just in order to get us a bit more comfortable before we expand. So for 2-star, we need to get our hospital value up to 1 million. Ours is at 1.6, so we're already fine there. We need to cure it 70%, and we need to cure 100 patients. So, I mean, basically, we just need to wait. We need to wait, keep training people, and just let time go. So it might not be the most exciting episode for you. But what you'll see here is, how we're going to deal with being short-staffed, and how we make sure that we get our cure rate as high as possible. So let's have a look. We got doctors. We have doctors with training slots. So let's get our GPs trained. We get our GPs trained. It's going to get us the best chance possible to cure people. Our cure rate does get affected by how much we can diagnose patients and what percentage of diagnosis they've got. So you can see, for example, this guy here, you can see in the log, he's diagnosed 68% there, 31% there. So I mean, it would have been better if we could have just got 100% off the bat, but we've got there, 99%, and I love how this one just got diagnosed in the ward, went outside, went back in to go get treated in the ward. So we got our GP being trained. You can see our cure rate's pretty good at the moment, but I mean, it's only early doors yet. And this is why we have a staffing issue, is because I'm too picky with my staff. So we got, we got 2 mechanics. Mechanics? Yeah. No, we got 1 mechanic, and what we got? 2 maintenance staff, and then 1 cleaner. We'll probably do another cleaner, but only when we expand. So, as you have probably seen before, every time we send a patient home, it's going to affect our cure rate. It counts in a negative. So just be mindful of that before you send a load of patients home. And let's see how many awards we got. So, not bad. 6 again. Be great to get that no deaths one. It's always a challenge for me. Get that no deaths one. I only tend to get it late game. Doesn't often happen early game for me. Alright, so I'm going to drop this doctor in the staff room. Just get them all nice and relaxed. And I'm going to put them straight in the GP's office so I can train this GP. I want them trained in GP practice 2, obviously. So what have we got? Pan's lab, nope. Emergency in the fracture ward. So we got a lot of emergencies happening in the fracture ward. So I'm really glad that we got this fracture ward kind of set out in a nice way. It looks a bit crowded, but we got a lot of medicine cabinets to boost the cure rate. We have 4 beds in there, so that's going to give us a great chance to deal with patients quickly. I swear it said a staff member. Yeah, come on, get in here. What other one have we got? And you. Let me grab you. You get in there too. Alright, so hopefully then we should be able to deal with that emergency fairly quickly. Emergency is going to be great just for emergencies are great for doing these sort of challenges, for the earning money, because you get a lot of patients very quickly, and you can bump the prices up if you wanted specifically for this event. And my prices are always sky high. Get that money flowing in. And this guy should be trained. Let's have a look what we have in terms of staff to hire. Nope. And let's get another one trained. So let's get this one in and get them on ward management. Do we have any really good ones? 110, 180. It's probably going to be a nurse, which is, yeah, of course it is. It's one of the ones that I put in here. So let's pick this one up, drop them in. Because we could do with smashing this emergency out. So you can see we're getting the cash in now. Nearly halfway, and we should be treating some of these emergency patients now. Let's have a look. Yeah, first one in. Get them out the door. Yeah, we should have no problem getting that money. As you probably know by now, none of my hospitals have issues with money. Maybe a tiny bit at the start where I overspend, but never long term. Ooh. Ooh, do we want this? We actually don't need it. So this would be a great doctor to get, apart from the nasty, really. But we actually don't need a psychiatry in this level. So don't bother building one of those. So I'm going to get some training done. I'm going to train a couple of them at the same time. And we've got an earthquake coming. I'm going to take one of them out the fracture ward. We've got one more emergency patient to do. It should be any time now. Yeah, we've got that earthquake coming. As you can see, like our cure rate, although we're sending some patients home, it's not been affected too badly. We're slowly chugging through, getting that 100 patients cured. And we should smash this emergency. There we go. Go us. 5 out of 5. Nicely done. I'm just going to quickly pause that training, because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop the other nurses that... Oh, I'm at max incapacity. I'm going to drop the other nurses in that can do it. And just drop them in when the other ones are complete. So that just keeps... We then don't have to wait for this trainer to come in. And we still get our staff to be in and out. Again, don't need psychiatrists, so I'm just going to keep on pushing those away. Ah, we got a death. Ah! Don't be a ghost, don't be a ghost, don't be a ghost, don't be a ghost, don't be a ghost. Yes! What else we got in terms of training? So we could do another treatment. So let's get this one training treatment. And look, just because we're training all our nurses in a row, well, not this one, but just because we're training all our ward nurses in a row, we didn't have to wait for essentially this animation for one to come in, one to come out. We got a lovely hospital. Didn't we already know that? Aha! We have a... Is this treatment 2? Ah. So we can start hiring another treatment doctor, which is going to be great, because then we can start thinking about things like the PANS lab. In terms of nurses, where are we? So we've got cover for the pharmacy, not an issue there. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nurses using 4. So yeah, we could do with another ward nurse. That'll put us to a nice 6 nurses, and 4 of them are going to be working at any one time. So, I mean, ideally, it would be great to get a 3rd or a 4th. So we'll get them trained as soon as possible.
Nurse to the pharmacy.
Going to train the treatment doctor first, though. Just because we got less cover there. Ideally, I want another, at least one more treatment doctor, just so I can do the PANS lab as well. And because there's not really much... I'll get this one to do it just because they're there. There's not really many rooms you need in this hospital, so we just need the clown clinic, the deluxe clinic, the fracture ward, the PANS lab, the pharmacy, and the ward. You know, we've already got 4 of them. We're only missing the clown clinic and the PANS lab. So we need to train 2 more, say, treatment nurses. And we need to train maybe 2 more treatment doctors, so to speak. And then we'll have enough staff. And we could just kind of keep the hospital at this level and just keep it going. Or if you want to expand, you can, but you're going to be building some more of the same rooms. So then it would just be an organizational thing. You know, maybe you want to have like a ward wing here, and what you could do is you could build a staff room here as well. You could put like some toilets in, and then that way you can have all your ward nurses here. You could have a treatment area here, have your clown clinic, have your PANS lab, your deluxe clinic. You know, just stuff like that. Just keep it all nice and bunched together. So let's grab this one, get them trained in ward management. Let's get them, where's that 180? There they are. Get them trained nice and quick. Let's drop this one in. Let's see what our notifications are. PANS lab. I'm going to send them home still. Hospital attractiveness is 70%. What are we on now? 62. So this is a really easy win, because we could just bang in gold stars. Or if you really want to boost your attractiveness, let me find it. It takes up a bit of space, and it's quite a few kudos points, but you can use the large fountain here. You could just drop that in, and that's going to massively bump up your attractiveness of the hospital. I'm just going to use some gold stars for now. It shouldn't be too hard. Just dot them around everywhere. You can see that we're on 63. And to be honest, it's probably best to use the filter here, just so you can see where you're kind of falling down on the attractiveness level of the hospital, that is. So yeah, you can just see, and that way you'll kind of maximize your coverage. So you can see it would be nice to say like put a fountain here just to cover that area off, and we can just space these out. Yeah, see, there we go. Nice 66%. Ooh, that bin needs changing, it seems. And then if I just bang a few over here, it'll hopefully take us to the gold. It's a bit harder here because there's no rooms. Come on. There we go. And that was simple. It's just an easy win. Yeah, we'll take the 6 patients for the ward. I'm just going to turn that filter off just because we don't need it anymore. We've got empty training room. Why? I put this doctor in to teach or to be taught. Doctor, nurse as well. Getting all my words wrong. Got a fully upgraded machine there. It's good.
We're sorry for the litter that you dropped on our floor.
I like sometimes just like watching some of the patients just because they're just fun. Just the way they move or like the different illnesses they have. This hospital is kind of, or yeah, this level is it's just a lot of the same illnesses. Not too much variety, so that's why you don't need too many rooms.
Training course completed.
Am I gonna get that? Ah, no. So yeah, we're at pretty good cure rate. So we're bang on the 70%. We're nearly at 30 patients cured. Kind of getting there slowly. Be great to be able to train some more nurses. We have. There we go. So we have our treatment nurse that we said we wanted. We've got 2 treatment doctors. Yep, we know that. I'm going to want them in the clown clinic. Although we don't actually have a clown clinic right. Oh yeah, we don't have a clown clinic right now, and I haven't actually seen any demands for a clown clinic, but it will come. Boring, grumpy. You'd be. I really want to take him, but not with those traits. And unmotivated. Nope. So hopefully, let's see how we do on this emergency. Hopefully we'll be fine. One done. Two. Come on, yeah, we got three. We got two in bed. Four. Oh, we're just smashing through it. No. That's really helping our Curie out this. Although that's not helping our Curie, sending people home. Hopefully one more treatment doctor, and then I'll go ahead and yes, I'll go ahead and build a Pan's lab. But first, I'm just going to move this. Where's the door for this place? So the door is going to be there. So I'm going to put this here. I'm fine with selling everything, not an issue. And then I'm going to build a Pan's lab. It's meant to be, it was just the perfect size. Put the door over there. You see that you'll see the little footprint, so you can see that the doctor's going to stand behind, patient's going to stand in front there. So this is a nice place to put it. Let's get a radiator in. So you can see we unlock the small radiator, so we can use that if we're in a tight space. Let's not forget the good old fire extinguisher by the door, especially if we've got earthquakes at this level. We definitely don't want to have one of our machines set on fire and then explode. When the machine's set on fire, you've got a certain amount of time, and it's a decent amount of time as well. You shouldn't be failing it, really. But you've got a decent amount of time, and the janitor will come in and will put the fire out. And if they don't put it out in time, the machine's going to explode. So let's get our mechanics janitor straight over, get that done. Let's just check our doctors. Yeah, so we've now got a nice little treatment area. I mean, the staff room's only there, so it's not far for them to go. As when we get the clown clinic and we expand this a bit more, I'll maybe put another staff room in here. What I will do though is I will put another toilet in, just in case. And it fits nicely just there. It does push us up to level 8, so we might need to start getting another GP's office. We need to start thinking about that. What we can do though is move this. Let's move this one. Move the training room just because we don't really need it to be in a high volume building. When I say we don't really need it, we don't need it at all to be in a high volume building. What that'll mean is that we can move this up, although yes, I know it does mess with all our patients. And we've got an emergency going on at the moment, so I've timed this to perfection, really. Does do though is that we've got nice space here for all our ward needs, and we also have enough space here for another GP's office. However, we first need another GP. Hopefully that's not going to mess up our emergency too badly. It should be alright there. Well, that guy going in. In fact, where is the other one? We've got 2 in progress. Only one guy with a light above his head. Oh, there's the other one. Brilliant. We need to get one cured quickly because there's not enough space. Diagnose. Alright, you can leave then. Get that other one straight in the door and hopefully we can cure them in time. Yeah, probably shouldn't have done all the moving during that time, but it's no big deal if we don't get them treated in time. So let's keep on the lookout now. Oh, upgraded 25 machines. Go us. Stick them in there, and I will actually want you to upgrade that again at some point. But while we wait, I'm going to get them this mechanic trained, just so the upgrade just goes a bit quicker. A trick you could do as well for upgrading is that you could copy the room. So if you've got the cache, you know, actually just copy this room, say, place it here, and then close it. So I'll show you what I mean by closing it. So you click on the door and you click close here. So that means no one else can go in here. Now what you can do is that you can just upgrade this machine and keep upgrading it until it's full. And then you can move it in, obviously not at the moment, but into the other room. Or, in fact, don't move it to the other room. Sell this room. That would be the much cleverer idea to do. Sell the other room and then open this one, and then hey presto, you have a room that's with a fully upgraded machine, and you've had no waiting time, essentially, from patients. So did we finish? 5 out of 6. We didn't get there in time. That's my bad. There he is. Oh well. And you can see by building that room and getting rid of some of the gold stars, it's just brought our level down just enough that we're now level 7, not level 8, which will be good for us now. Clown Clinic. I'm going to get them to wait. It'll be good for us now. Well, not anymore because I'm about to build the Clown Clinic, but it's good to keep on the higher end of a level, just because then you can wait before tipping it over and you've got less patience. So I'm going to stick a Clown Clinic just here. As always, get that fire extinguisher in, get the radiator in, and then get our gold stars down. Just let everyone know how good a job we did. There we go. And we can start the process of getting that upgraded as well. Pick up that nurse, stick them right in. Alright, so come on, good GP, good GP. Just wait a sec, do we need another? We got 2 rooms, 3 doctors. I think to be honest, that's fine. You can cope with that, no issue. I'm going to hire them just for that extra coverage, but I'm just being overzealous here. Definitely do not need them. What I do need though is another GP. So we now have all the rooms to fully cope with essentially every patient that's going to come in. So we technically do not need to expand anymore. So I will probably build another GP's office just to help deal with the influx of patients at this higher level. But other than that, there's kind of not really much else for us to do. We're at a really high cure rate, really happy with that. Yeah, you can see there's a bit of a queue for our GP's office. So I'd really like another GP doctor. Just gonna move this, put that there. And just put that bin in this corner here. Yeah, I'd really like another GP's office. So I need another GP to come. Yeah, you can see, still need to upgrade those GPs because we're not fully diagnosing people yet. And while we're got the empty training slots, let's just make sure we're getting everyone trained. Don't want to forget the janitors or the assistants. I'd always prioritize janitors over assistants, but yeah, don't want to leave them out because they are still essential. Now see, we've got earthquake coming. Definitely want to make sure that we've got our janitors on point. Oh, he's upgrading this one, is he? No, we'll leave him be for now. So yeah, hospital's running along quite nicely.
Patients before securing themselves.
We can just leave it, really. You just go get a drink, come back later. Hopefully, it should all be done.
Patients now arriving on the ward.
Yeah, really. Now it's just about managing your room sizes, managing your staff, and just making sure that nothing goes too horribly wrong.
Training course complete. Class dismissed.
Training course complete. So I'm going to do separate videos about how to get the, in inverted commas, the perfect staff members. And a janitor is an interesting one because you've got 3 different types of janitors. You've got your mechanic, you've got your kind of handyman, your maintenance guy, I'm going to call him maintenance guy, and then you've got your kind of jack of all trades. Not going to fix any machines or upgrade any machines, but it's just going to clean everything.
Required in fracture.
Going to capture ghosts, going to put out fires, all that sort of stuff. The usual 6. At least we're not going backwards. And so as I was saying, for these kind of the cleaners, essentially, you want to make sure that you've got good stamina training so they can keep going for as long as possible. Obviously, you need your ghost capture, and motivation is going to be a really key one because that's going to help them move quicker and get around the hospital. So we have another janitor ready. Just getting all that training out for the janitors now. This is the janitor zone. Da, da, da. Dun, 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 dun. Come on, you're nearly there. Nearly there.
We're sorry for the litter that you dropped
You got this.
on our floor.
Because this patient definitely ain't gonna stick around for too much longer. Yay! Fully upgraded. In the PANS lab. So now we just need to get our client fully upgraded. And we got 41 more patients secure. So instead of like expanding and like buying more buildings or just kind of building more rooms, what you could do is say expand your current room. So if I wanted to, I could put in another 2 spaces here and just expand this room, get some more beds in, and be able to treat all 5 emergency patients at once. That is an idea, and you could probably do the same for the ward as well. So here we got 5 beds, I know the emergency 6, so that would probably be beneficial. The pharmacy has another emergency, and that's 6. Ooh, 5 out of 6 there. I could build another pharmacy, but I think that's a bit over the top. Probably do not need to do that. So let's see if we've got anyone decent to hire yet. We have an expensive, but we have a new GP. So let's get him trained. And once trained, I'm going to build another GP's office. Because then, just in case we start to see queues, or we're not. I mean, I wouldn't really call 2 people a queue, but just in case we start to see too many queues, we can combat that. Only 30 more patients to go. Hopefully we cure them all, so we keep our cure rate nice and high. There's nothing worse than having everything done and just waiting for cure rates. clown. It's still the curing of the clowns is still one of my favourites. It's like treatments to do. They just make them all sad. So you can see we've got a bit of a queue now of 5 people. Oh, 6. So what I'm going to do right now, and I'm not going to put it here because that's going to shorten the corridor too much. I'm just going to stick it there in the corner, and now we have
If you're looking for a product with
3
which to clean
GPs,
your
2
hair,
GP rooms.
we at Juster would like to ask that you consider our
There we go.
shampoo.
It'd be great, one more GP, and I would be perfectly happy. Ooh, nurse. What do we need another nurse for? Another treatment nurse, technically, for the clown clinic, although we don't have that many clowns, so I'm kind of happy to have the one for now. And I probably prioritise. I mean, really, we don't really need another one. I'll get another ward nurse. I'll get another ward nurse just in case I want to ever expand my wards and have, say, 3 of them working in there at the same time. So let's get my 180 nurse in there. Get them trained nice and quick. And can we do another upgrade on this? Yeah. Get in there. Trying to think, where would another staff room fit? So you can see now we're level 9, so things are going to get a bit busier. Staff room wouldn't fit there. Although if I put my training room the other way around, I could fit 2 rooms in there. So let's do that. Let's put that there. Promote 3 staff. I'll happily promote 3 staff. And there we go. We can stick a second staff room in there, so just make sure all our treatment nurses and treatment doctors don't have to go too far to rest. And that way we can get away with only having 1 treatment nurse, probably. And let's just stick some drinks machines and a snack machine just rounded about, just so our patients don't have to go too far. And I'm going to put an arcade machine in, just so they don't get bored as well. So, a few people just got promoted. Let's get them trained up. Definitely want to get those GPs trained up, because we're still sending a few patients home, and we shouldn't be, because we're fully... we've got all the rooms. The only thing we could do with is further diagnosis rooms, but as you know, I'm not a big fan of building those. I think they're a bit of a waste. I'd rather just get my staff fully trained, my GPs fully trained, that is, and not have to have the diagnosis rooms. So you can see what we got. A couple of people here. We've got no one in that GP office. That is why. Let's get them in. Oh, I took the wrong one. Okay, I'm in there. Don't need any of those. Oh, we've got a few janitors. A few decent janitors potentially. Let's have a look. Yeah, let's get another cleaning janitor. So high energy. Yeah, high energy is the one. Let's get them in. And let's just make sure that they're not going to be maintaining. So you can see everyone puts out fires. The mechanic can also do some cleaning up when they're not essentially upgrading machines, because otherwise they'd just be doing nothing. And these two are just going to spend their time going around and upgrading, maintaining machines. Got another challenge, get that in. Because that's going to get us another 5 patients, get us closer to that 100, that 2-star level. And the 3rd star is going to be a bit of the same. So for the 3rd star, what we're going to need is we're going to need to cure 200 patients this time. We're going to need a high cure rate as well, at 80%. And we're going to want to have a good hospital value and thermal comfort. I believe it's 90% thermal comfort and a 2 million hospital value, but we'll see when we get there. Bit of a queue here.
Maintenance announcement. Toilets.
Bit of a queue there as well.
servicing.
What's going on? Can't have both of you on break. Send them for treatment. Alright, that training should be done. So let's have a look who needs to be trained. Get our treatment doctor can be trained. We've got nurses. Definitely got those assistants that need to be trained. I'm going to train a nurse. My preference is usually training GPs first. I usually train GPs first, and then I'll train treatment doctors and treatment ward nurses kind of at the same time, really. Usually I prioritize wards nurses quite high up as well, but that's only because a ward is one of the early buildings that you make in most hospitals, so it's usually something you get done straight away. So let's see, 91 patients done, only 9 more to go, and we're going to get a couple of them just now. Whoa, well, see, this is why you need quite a few nurses. All of them have just disappeared from the fracture. Let's stick them in. What would happen if we stick the staff room here? Yeah, it's just too small a space. Yeah, just too small a space. It's just to save our ward nurses going all the way over here to get to the staff room. So I might swap these 2 rooms around at some point.
To repair extractor pan.
Let's see if we can do this. So look, I mean, we're already at a hospital value of 3.3 million, so we don't really need to worry about hospital value for the next stuff. I would like to get the rest of that staff promoted though. What training do we need? I'm going to train this GP. I know they were working, but get them trained because we want the best GPs so we don't start sending patients home. Nope, nope, nope. Actually, let's have a look at you. So, we could hire this guy and fire our last cleaning doctor, just because these are the 2 things that I'm going to train them in anyway, and then they've got an open spot for motivation. The only difference between this one is that the other one had the tireless trait, and this one likes to argue. So yeah, I'm gonna hire this one. Do I want to get? Let's just have 3 cleaning janitors. I'm feeling nice. This guy's got kids as well. You know, I don't want to put his whole family out. So with that one training.
Doctor required in Pan's lab.
We need doctor in the PANS lab. Get in there. Our cure rate's 85%. Smashing the hospital value. 4 more patients to cure for that 2 stars. We need to promote 1 more staff. Cure 1 more of the emergency. Let's see if we can get it right now. Are we close to promoting anyone? Just checking a set. Bam! Smash that emergency. Let's see, are we close to promoting anyone? This one. The pharmacy. Ah, and this one too. Oh, really this one? Oh, let's get them on the... Let's get them on there now. Ah, there we go. Cured the 100th patient. So, congratulations. Your hospital has been awarded a 2-star rating by the 2-Point Health Ministry. You continue to improve the health of our county's more disreputable oxygen junkies. Oh, how they praise the curative powers of their beloved fresh air. Have you ever spoken to one of them? You're sure to see that it is clearly clearly damaged their brains. The sloppy, tree-loving buffoons. I disagree. Continue with your astrological upkeep for more rewards or go elsewhere and expand your organization. And what we've got now, we've just unlocked the large radiator, so we don't need to put as many radiators in our hospital, but it does take up a bit more space. So let's I'm just going to drop this one, pick that one up, just so I can get that one in straight away. So that is 2 stars. For the 3rd star, as I said, 200 patients, cure rate of 80%. We've already got the hospital value, 3.4 million out of the 2 million we need, and our thermal comfort is absolutely smashing. Have they got the sleepiness trait? What are their traits? Have they got the sleepiness trait? No, I swear, literally just asleep. We got 5 out of 5 for that emergency, and sorry, I really want to see if I can just get that. There we go. Serve one more person. Again, he must have the sleepiness trait. It's about to get promoted though. Come on. Why isn't he getting promoted? Oh, because I'm not trained. Oh, I'm not going to do it now. So, warning: if you do not train your staff, they will get all the way up to like their full XP. So you can see 200 out of 200, but will not get to that 3rd level until we train them. But the second we train them, they will automatically go to the next level, so you could actually train them again. So yeah, that's my lesson. So we've got 2 stars. We will get the 3rd star in the next video. So I hope you enjoyed this. It's fairly simple, just more about hospital management, not expanding too much. Keeping a steady level of staff and patients, making sure everyone's trained to get that cure rate up. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, drop it a like, let me know down below in the comment section, and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. I'll see you on the next episode where we're going to get that 3rd star. Bye for now.